Welcome back. Well, getting injured is no fun. You can't work, your life is put on hold. So, what can you do? Well, joining us now is Mike Bertling from the law offices of McLario, Helm, Bertling, and Spiegel with some answers to commonly asked questions about workers' compensation claims. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you. I think so many people misunderstand or have questions about workers' compensation claims. So, let's talk about what the different types are first of workers' compensation.
Well, sure. There are basically three different types of injuries that you can sustain and then have a workers' compensation claim. The first is the obvious one. That's when you fall down, you break a leg, you hurt it right then and there, and that happened on the job. The second one's a little bit more complicated, and that's where you might have a bad back from arthritis, or you might have a condition that you're just, as you age, it just becomes part of your aging process. And you're doing okay, you're doing fine, but at some time on the job, you work that part of your body, and then that becomes aggravated, that condition, or accelerated beyond what it normally would have been. Then that becomes a workers' compensation claim when that happens. And the third type is even a little bit more complicated, and that is when you begin to develop a condition over time. That's called an occupational injury, where repeated work, repeated effort that you put forth on the job causes you to begin to experience some pains and some discomfort due to a condition that comes on gradually.
I think so many people doubt themselves, right? They'll think, oh, well, maybe that would have happened anyway, or maybe bad backs run in my family. So I think a lot of people, like you said, some of those get a little grayer area where we question, was that me or was that my work? So let's talk about what should you do if you are injured? What are the steps to take if you feel this is more than would have happened in my own life, or that first instance where it just truly happened on the job?
Well, what you say is a big important point. A lot of people think that they have some pain on the job, something happens to them, and they want to be optimistic, so they think, well, I'll just let it go, and it'll go away. And so they don't say anything or don't do anything, or they think, well, it's just a backache, it'll be gone in a week. That's a problem. I've had hundreds of cases that have been more difficult for the injured person because they let things go. It's important, if you have an injury, you have pain, that you report it to your supervisor as soon as you can. You don't have to make a big deal about it. You don't have to demand that you go to a doctor or leave work that day. But just if you begin to experience some pain and you think it was caused by the job, just tell them, and they should have a process to starting the claim. Now, of course, if it becomes worse and you do have to see a doctor, of course, keep them aware of that and keep them up to date on everything that's happening. But the most important thing is to claim it, to state it right away. I have so many cases where a person's injured on a Thursday or a Friday. They think it's going to go away. They go home for the weekend and they come back on Monday and they can't even walk or they can't even move. Well, the insurance company is going to almost always dispute that because they're going to think that you did something over the weekend, not on the job, that caused the injury. And so they're going to make it difficult on you.
That just makes people angry, right? But you think about like a car accident. You could get in the smallest little fender bender and feel fine, but then the next day you can't move, So we've all, experienced something like that it adds up over time. So I think what you're saying is so important. And so many people don't rush to tell anyone because they think they're going to be fine, or maybe they even fear, their boss getting mad at them or firing them, so there can't be a claim. Can a employer truly fire you if you make a claim?
No, and I understand that too, and I hear a lot of people, it's a touchy subject because a place of employment is more to most people than just a place to get a job or to get a check. You have a relationship, everybody kind of wants to get along, so you feel kind of bad. People feel bad if they make a claim because they think somehow they're betraying somebody, but that's not the case. They have workers' compensation insurance to cover these things, and that's why they have the insurance. But to answer your question, no, in Wisconsin it's illegal for any employer to retaliate against an employee who simply presents a claim and seeks compensation. So, put that aside. Don't worry about that. Make certain if you have a claim, it's in your best interest to voice it and then to move forward with it.
I think that makes people feel more comfortable. Is there anyone specific who you can see or cannot see for treatment?
No, basically the law in Wisconsin's kind of interesting in that point. You have a choice of 2 doctors. Now what that means is you can pick your doctor that you go to first, and if that doctor, and if it could be your family doctor, and it usually is, if they refer you to another specialist who then refers you to another specialist, and they're referring you to a line of 10 specialists, that's still considered one doctor. But you can step out of that line and you can pick a second doctor if you think you want to try a different person that you heard about, and that's still covered from workers' comp too. So as long as you have these 2 doctors and as long as those 2 strings continue, that's covered. And so even if you go to the second doctor and the second doctor refers you on to 10 other specialists, all those specialists are covered. And also, I find that you don't have to see the doctor your employer tells you to go see. A lot of employers have clinics standing by that if you're hurt on the job, they'll send you there. You don't have to go there. You can, but you can also go to your own doctor, and that's typically what I would recommend. Go to somebody that you have faith in and you do trust.
Mike, I think this just lends itself to know why it helps so much to talk to a professional. So thanks for joining us today. I'm going to give everybody the information for how to contact you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks, Mike. And to make sure that you check out McLario, Helm, Bertling, and Spiegel's YouTube video series, it's about when to seek legal assistance when you're injured. It helps so much. So you can also schedule a free consultation with Mike or anyone on his team. Call 262-251-4210 or visit McLario.com.